Hello peeps, me here with a little review of a LEGO City Pack. This time a helicopter, sledge dogs and so on, and God only knows what's actually inside there. The LEGO kit, I love LEGO, every part of me loves LEGO, except maybe that bit which you might be thinking of if you're perverse. So I'm going to go and open it up, see what we've got, and then I'm going to put it together. So let's just see, we've got a LEGO helicopter expedition team, a man with a snow coat and the metal detector, various bits and pieces, and apparently the helicopter has a winding mechanism. So let's just see what else do we have here. The usual warnings in various different languages. This to scale size. Apparently there's a man with a camera as well. Where have I seen a man with a camera before? Oh yes, the last time I looked in the mirror. And the box just basically repeats itself. Okie dokie, so let's open it up, see what we've got. Are those things supposed to prevent that from happening? I shall never know, and I shall never care. Let's see now. I mean, before I actually go any further, when you see this bit here, the curvature on that suggests, let's just see, what, one big specialised piece? I wonder if there's going to be anything else that they've done to, you know, if there's any other kits that would utilise that outside of, say, an aircraft. Let's see. Instruction manual. 1, 2, 3 bags, and that's it, that's empty. Let's just see. The first thing we notice with this particular bag is that, yeah, you've got a very specific section that's just tailored. You know, I love the detail to it. Okay, the fact that it's fuel quite strong, even though it's still packaged and everything, so it's not going to break easily. But having something that tailor-made in LEGO sort of does take it out. You know, the challenge of using LEGO itself just feels like it's been taken away from me a bit. You can also see there's another bag within a bag. And same thing there as well. Another bag within a bag. And yeah, another bag within a bag. I wonder what could possibly be in that box. Well, I'll do a jump cut and I'll come back and see you all later. And so we're back. So that took quite a while. I'm not going to go into details about how long it took because, you know, that will obviously vary from person's skill to person's skill and how easy some of the instructions are to follow. But overall, quite a nice, solid enough piece. Rotors work quite well there. It's got a little wrench. No. It's got a little thing to go up and down. To actually lower and raise. I'll try to get my hand out of the way here. It's got a little bit here to hook onto other stuff and allow you to raise and lower things on a raising and lowering thing. I forget what the proper term is, but it's a bit in the way of the rotors, so it doesn't perhaps work as smoothly as you'd really like it to. But overall, it looks quite good. It's a cargo transport. For some reason this isn't working as well as it was before. I've actually found it's easier to just pull on the string to deploy it. And the actual raising mechanism takes forever and a day to actually either raise or lower. Okay, I'll just give you an idea. Okay. Slowly, 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 slowly. But it does do the job quite nicely. When you can actually get it to hook on. Okay, it does actually do the job. It hovers and supports and so on. I'll do it left-handed. I'll do it the sinister way. So it raises up ever so slowly. Da di da di da. Dum di dum 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 di dum dum di dum 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 di dum. And the only real problem, sometimes it does tend to Let's just see what's the best angle to get here. It does sometimes get caught up on itself, in which case it's best to just remove it all together and pull it free slowly and easily. It's not going to go this time. Oh well, we'll just ignore that for the time being, because that's just going to slow the review down. But basically, once you have got it in place, it just sort of hovers around like that. I was thinking that it would be a bit like a more traditional cargo transport helicopter, where it would actually hook on and stay in place, but it doesn't, because the way they get you to put it together, this bit here basically gets in the way, so you can't get a flush connection. You could, in theory, just leave it on like that, but that will obviously work, but it's not really that secure, and it's more than likely that when you have it like that, it'll probably come loose at some point from the actual wrench mechanism. I'm just going to call it a wrench mechanism. I know it's the wrong word, but it's the only word I can think of right now, so I'm going to continue using it. I don't like it, but tough. But other than that, and the fact that I can't really hold it properly to spin the rotors in that way, it looks quite good. It looks exactly what it's supposed to be like. It's a nice bright orange. So yeah, it's definitely worth considering getting added to the collection. Bizarrely, out of all the spare pieces of Lego that were left over here, were these two, these little sort of grill-like sections. And the thing is, I say these are spare bits, but there's absolutely nowhere have I wound up using any of the bits like this. Nothing in the instructions show anywhere that these would be used. So either something's got mixed in by mistake or what, I don't know, but you know, I'm sure with my habit of altering existing Lego designs, I'll be able to modify it further. Only the time you do see grills in use here are on these sections here, and even then they're orange. That's the only time you actually get them. The cockpit, this is why it had to be one piece, just comes off like that, and you've got a little console and an antenna being used as a pilot's stick. The actual pilot himself doesn't really take your breath away, does he? Although he's got the Tom Cruise Top Gun shades on. He's got a warm jacket with a furry bit here. Nice enough looking helmet, but the real problem with the visor is it doesn't really stay in place that well. Let's just see. Yeah, okay, so it goes on like any other traditional Lego visor. It's just the same mould that you get in any other number of visors, and it goes up to a certain degree and it goes down to a very limited fashion, so it doesn't really have much functionality. It's literally there just for show. Otherwise it's just your typical Lego figure with all the standard proportions. Okay, so you would fit in then. If you want to be really adventurous, you can have him fly around in an open top helicopter, but we're not going to do that because we're not that silly. Okay, so that fits in quite snug, and I don't know if it's actually going to show or not, but he's in there somewhere. The light that we have, oh there we are, the light that we have is otherwise obscuring him, but you can't see him if you look hard enough. Honest governor. The Lego adventurer that we have here, the ice worker, can you see the lips? That's right, it's a girl. Okay. Otherwise standard Lego figure, just with lipstick to represent that it's a girl. There you are. That's all you really need to do as far as gender confirmation is concerned. After that you've got 4 huskies and a sleigh full of equipment, a metal detector and so on. That comes off easily enough. The mysterious artifact that they seem to be looking for in all these cases is then put in place. You've got a little camera here. just about half a dozen little pieces. That makes, from a distance, quite a convincing enough replica. Probably needs a little bit of adjustment, but there you go. Quite a nice little piece, quite a nice little thought there. So overall, yeah, that's that. Nice enough piece. Nice moulded pieces. I mean, I've seen these sections here on other items of Lego, usually as car bonnets and so on. So obviously they are quite versatile in their own regard. Nice little engines, air intake engine, and so on, rotors, and so forth. Oh, that's going to fall off at some point, so I'll just take that off. The thing about cargo transport helicopters in all regards is they always look a bit barren once you've actually got rid of the actual container itself. It's a bit like Thunderbird 2, if you've ever seen the Thunderbird Puppet series. Okay, and you see Thunderbird 2 without any kind of cargo container, it just looks wrong somehow, incomplete. And that's the same thing with any number of cargo transport helicopters, but incomplete or not, it still looks quite nice at the right angle. Well, I think I'll leave it there then.